Hey folks, ET here coming at you with the next portion of our Trade It Ticks new crash course, which is how to find swing trades. The first thing we're going to take a look at here is profit. We come to our menu button here, we click profit. It literally says swing AI right there. Now from here, you're going to get a lot of information that's very simple and easy to digest. What its price action has looked like over the past few sessions, what its volume is, its average volume, its call put versus put volume, its call OI versus its put OI as well. So what this is doing is just giving us just kind of a base knowledge of what high confidence things they have compared with their put call volume and all the other things that are going along with it. Next up, we really don't want to just take this and just look at it blindly, so we can filter down a little bit and take some time to look for things like we can check our individual watch lists if maybe we're just looking for something in the comms sector, or if we're just something looking in the tech sector, we can look there. We can also go with high relative volume to see what we have there. I always like to have a little bit of high relative volume, but doesn't always give you exactly what you want all the time. I also like to look for bullish options AI just to see what that does. A lot of time that's going to be the first parts that you see on the list, regardless of all of that. So that's important to do. The next portion that we're going to look at here, and we're going to just kind of go through everything, is our AI portfolios. These are meant to be swing trades throughout the week, one to 2 weeks as we go along, and it's very, very, very simple. Green are our longs, whether they are commons or options, all right. And red are our shorts, whether those are commons or options as well. Okay, so if you're shorting here just by shorting shares, or if you're long shorting versus puts, this is your area to find that. But I want to point out that when we start to look at these things, we also maybe want to take the time with both profit and our AI portfolios to kind of go to their charts page and take a look. Like let's take a look at FCX really quick just to see, huh? We want to go ahead and say, all right, I want to swing something, but I want to make sure that I get a good entry. I want to make sure its sentiment is good. So its customer sentiment is very bullish here for FCX, which is very good. We can draw out our support resistance for longer time frames. All right, so longer time frames are going to give you where you're looking if you're looking for extreme moves. Right now, this was a bullish play last week. All right, so maybe you don't want to buy it all the way up there at the top. Maybe you want to go down a little bit, and let's say into the 15-minute time frame, and find some closer levels that are a little bit easier to see. So there you go. When you drill down a little bit, you see taps of 49, 41 are good spots to long. All right, so then you have a little bit of range there to see if it breaks out into this 49 to 50 area. So you always want to do a little bit of research before you just jump right in. Don't just look at one of the tools. Don't just take a look at profit and say, hey, this says it's got good call versus put volume. I'm gonna go big into it, or something in the AI portfolios as well. You can always take the time to dig a little deeper, do a little DD to find those swings. From there, folks, it's just about entry and how you feel like buying your options or shares. When it comes down to it, you don't want to get too big brained about it. You just want to draw out levels, which this platform does for you. Trading takes care of all of the work for you, and you can go there and you can dig even deeper if you want. You can jump in and you can go to its individual options dashboard. Let's see here. Well, if I could figure it out and find it, we'd be a lot faster. Let me go ahead and just click and get to it that way instead, huh? If you want to go to its individual options dashboard and just check to see what all of its stuff looks like, its algo flow, we'll type in FCX here since that's one we were looking at. We'll type in its algo. We'll type in it in. Look at its algo flow. Look at its put call ratio. This was last week's. All right, so next week would be a different story. So you can see it ended up being great for the first part of the week. So if you bought at the beginning of the week, then you maybe you wanted to sell after that. Just depends on really what you are looking at, right? So you would have been in profit if you wouldn't have held. So maybe it would have turned into a day trade or a shorter term swing as opposed to anything else. But just going through and checking all of its information, seeing what its dealer Greeks say, seeing if that they're actually bullish, which they are when they're down. So still a good area. You can check its price distro. its dealer OI, which actually was very bullish last week, starts to shrink a little bit this week as we go along. Look at all of this information, including its gamma, where it is in relevance to all of its support resistance levels. So you can see they all line up really, really well. So when you're looking for a swing, use those two, but also take the time to dive just a little deeper and do some DD of your own in the platform. Really, you can get an awful lot done on the actual page. On the actual charts page is my favorite place to go besides the actual options, dashboard with all of the ODTE, GEX, and NetFlow and all of that stuff. This is my next favorite page to go to because everything here is so powerful and you can check so much information. You can see what its algo flow looks like, its customer sentiment. You can draw its levels out real nice, and you can draw its GEX levels out real nice as well. So when you're looking for this information, all right, I would say when you're looking for a swing, start with profit and then go into AI portfolios as well. Just 1 and 2, they're both kind of tied there. And then from there, start to do your own due diligence to find the plays that you're looking for. That is all for now. Everybody stay safe out there.